Hey everyone, this is Shirley and this is Jamming with Yarn. I'd like to welcome you back to an episode of Deliberate Cooking. I'd like to welcome you to the new year, 2022. It feels good. I hope it feels good for you guys. It just seemed to be, no matter what happened around us and even within us, we can overcome it. And I'm not going to preach to anyone on this channel, but I will express my spiritual beliefs and my lifestyle and the changes that I'm going through, the things that I've went through, the changes that I'm making, sharing more of myself on my other channel. I'm trying to think of it. I got 3 names here. I got Jamming with Yarn, Deliberate Cooking, and Resolution of the Heart. There we go. It took a minute for it to click because I don't say it that often. But on that channel, I do want to share more of myself. Not that I'm anybody particular because we are all beautiful. But, you know, it's interesting sometimes to see the changes that people go through. It's interesting for me to actually be going through these changes and coming out on the other side okay. So this particular video that you're going to see here is regarding cooking, deliberate cooking. I am cooking a stir-fried eggplant, and there are mistakes. I'm not gonna lie, there are mistakes in here. Okay, so I am cooking that, and it turned out really good. I'll share the mistakes with you on the video because I can't hide it. I think I got happy because I was talking to you guys, and I'm cooking, and I completely forgot I should put this in and I should put that in. So behind the scene, I had to go put it in, and then I come back and tell you what I did. Okay, so yeah, that kind of stuff. Also, um, before I go any further, I'd like to welcome any new subscribers. Please welcome, come back again. Any passerbyers, please come back again. And to my wonderful people who have been with me for a very long time, and you know who you are. You've been right here in my heart. I send out thank you guys to all and each and every one of you. I feel like you guys have lifted me up so much over the years, and through my different changes, you guys have been here. And we all change. We must change. So the cooking is a change, and it's related to my faith and my love of God and my love of my body now. Okay. So we'll talk about all that stuff on the other channel. The yarny stuff, I was watching, what is her name? Ruth. And I'll put her link behind it. She was giving her yearly goals like you guys all did. And she makes these socks, and she always inspired me. She sent me one year the link to the pattern, but it was the round loop, and I'm just not into the loop and the pick. It just seem to be slow to me, so I still want to make socks. I still want to make sweaters. I still have that sweater that I made. Oh my God, I think I'm afraid to pick it up. I really am. I don't know. Oh, let me tell you about that sweater too. And this is with my client that it was 100 years old, and I had the great fortunate to be with her during her passing, her moving on to her spirit moving out of her body. And so in December, I don't know, I didn't do anything. You guys know I normally try to put up a little something, a Christmas tree, trying to get into the mood. And I just couldn't get into the mood because it wasn't, at least this December, it wasn't me. It was not me. I think it was something that I was doing to cope with the loss of my husband. It's something that he loved to do, and I tried to carry it on in my life. And I do like the holidays, and I do like giving gifts to my kids and grandkids when I see my grandkids. Okay, they're all grown, and they're doing their thing. They come by every now and then. I can count on one hand how many times I've seen them, so I just tell you what it's like. Um, and I've learned a lot even with that process. So, back to the lady, so I was going through my old phone because I keep breaking these phones. I drop them. I'm just pop, and this cracked screen, and I'll be trying to save them and use them, and then eventually it's like no good. So my daughter gave me a phone that I'm on now, and I'm having a hard time with it because the button is so hard on the side, and I keep swiping, and I'm digressing. So anyway, I was going through my old phone, and I seen that the client's nieces had left me a message, and I was surprised because I thought they had forgot about me, right? Because we had been talking, but they hadn't. It's just that somehow it got lost in that phone. And so I text him, and she texted me back, and I was literally in tears because, and she said, it sounds like you, not even knowing, it sounds like you're in one of those, a, a mood, right? And she just picked up on that. And because that lady, it's amazing. You can work with people, and I know caregiving, people say, oh, this is such a thankless job, and it can be depending on who you work with. And I'm learning to be very particular with the people that I work with. I'm not interested in spending a whole lot of time with people, you dying and you sitting here acting a fool. I ain't got time for that. Okay, we all are dying one day. We're fortunate if you die when you're 80 or 90 or 100. You had a long life, but we never know when that time is going to come. And I do not want to be spending my time with somebody who's laying on their bed still trying to act crazy. So I've become very particular with the people that I pick up. But she was a very special lady, and she taught me so much. She was Japanese, and really because of her, I want to go to Japan. And she opened me up to another culture, and I am very thankful for that. And I got her, I made a recipe for her cake. It was something because she was really getting sick. You can tell when people start shutting down, and she was shutting down. And sometime one of the signs is all of a sudden they just start falling, boom, boom, boom. Just they can't stay on their legs because I guess their life force is slowly, their body's getting ready for that moment. And she was doing a lot of that. But then in those times, they have this spark of energy. I've seen it so many times when I worked in a facility where, they seem sick, and then all of a sudden it's like, poof, this spark, and it's like a, and they're just doo 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 doo. And she was just like that. And we baked a cake. I got her. She got up off that couch. We baked a cake. We laughed and this and that. Her nieces was completely surprised, and she was there. And then I told her niece, I hope this is not a one-hit wonder. That's what I call it. And it actually was that last little bit of energy she had, and she spent it with me, and I was very grateful, and the cake was delicious. That was before this, and even if it wasn't, I would have ate it because I had that respect for her. So back to Denise, she called me and she told me, oh, we had a stuff ready package for you. We were going to send to you, but they couldn't reach me, right? And so, I gave them my address and stuff like that. And I told them that's okay because you probably already got rid of it, but they were going to send me a letter, which was very fine. And that sweater For some reason, I have not been able to pick that sweater back up. Like I said, it makes me itch. I don't know if that was in my mind, but you know what? I'm going to try to get that sweater done this year. January. Let's put that our first crochet thing. This month, I will get it done and completed in honor of her. Okay, so that is my little short story for you guys now. I hope you like the meal that's coming up, and give it a try and tweak it for yourself. And let me know if you want me to come on prior to my cooking videos and we have a little chat and then cook, or just get right into the cooking. Okay, I will see you next time on Delivered Cooking, or on a yarning video, or a mini house video, because I am working on another one. My thing with the mini houses is, what am I going to do with them? I don't want a bunch of little houses all around. So, you make them and you give them away, you give them to the secondhand store. I don't know. I can't keep them. But I do like working on them. So until next time, you guys, take care. Remember to take time out for yourself. Eat as clean as you possibly can, and be the best that you can be, and do something for someone else. Okay, bye-bye. Well, Happy New Year's, you guys. It's a new year for us here. And I'd like to thank everyone for coming back. My subscribers who have been with me for a very long time, those who have recently subscribed, and those who are passing by. Those who are passing by, I hope you will come a couple of times and stay, subscribe. And for everyone, if you like it, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment. I do like the comments. So, what am I making today? I am making a eggplant stir fry that was found on YouTube by I want to say Addis, capital A, small a, D-I-S, and it's very quick. So what I have, I don't know if this is the right size. I had in the refrigerator 300 gram eggplant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up the eggplant. And what she wants you to have, the eggplant, she wants you to have corn flour. So I'm using chickpea flour instead of corn flour, because it has a little bit of sweetness to it. That's what it says on the package. And I was trying to look up the difference between white corn flour and regular cornmeal and starch. And I found out that starch and white corn flour is basically the same thing, except for the white corn flour has a little bit of sweetness to it. So I'm going to use the chickpea instead of the cornstarch. I'm going to use the fennel instead of the onion. Also, she said garlic. I'm going to use the hinge instead of the garlic. I have the soy sauce. I have the oil for the amount. I have the that's my chickpea. A little bit of salt. Extra what I'm adding to this dish is the sesame seeds, the tomato, and what she wants us to use is some pepper flakes, and I have some old, not that old because I keep them in the refrigerator, flakes from pizza. And also at the last minute I saw that she wanted us also to put into it coriander leaves. I didn't even know there were coriander leaves. I just started using coriander powder when I was I did a meal with I can't think of her name, in New York on a holiday. I can't think of her name. Bella J, and that's the first time I ever used coriander. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these leaves out of here and just chop them up and put them in there, because she didn't have that much. So I'm going to chop this stuff up. It's need to be stir fry. You guys know I love using my my induction stove top, but I don't have the right pot for it. So I'm going to take you guys over to the stove and we'll do everything else over there. Okay, I'm going to go grab everything. Grab this. Okay, that is what it looked like. Nice and hot. I'm going to sit it on here even though that's not the right pot for that. I made some rice. I was never a big rice eater. My husband was. But, I am now. It helps fill up your plate. I have my rice. And I'm going to add this eggplant. That's a lot. I always say that and end up coming back for more. Okay. I should be able to eat that. What do you guys think? Now, if you notice, I did put in the green. I can't see, my glasses are steaming up, or the camera is steaming up. So I did put in the green stuff, leaves. Let's see how this tastes. Yes. Okay. See how that tastes. Hot. With heat. This is good. Need a little salt because I had low salt. Not too hot. This is really good. I can taste the heat from the from these peppers here. Just on, you know how the heat is a little bit around your mouth, but it's not hot on my tongue. And also, you guys, you know what I've been doing lately is I've been watching these little videos here where these people, I don't know if you can see that, are cooking. I don't want to get copyright. Cooking miniature food. I find it very comforting. You hear the noise, them and all this stuff. You guys have to look at it, especially when you're cooking. It's just fun to look at while you're cooking. So I will give this presentation pretty good. Almost look like a jambalaya gumbo. I think if you're the person that eats if you eat garlic and onions, this would be just out like if you got it at a Asian restaurant. Presentation is good, flavor is good. What can I say? I would give it a 8 out of 10 for that. So give it a try, and something you can do with your eggplant. I'll see you next time. Do the best that you can for yourself, and then try to help someone else, and try to eat as healthy and as clean as you possibly can during these days and always. Bye-bye. Okay, you guys, I wanted to give you a better look of this at this Japanese. This Japanese temeri balls used to decorate the homes. Okay. And just give you an idea, because I don't think you saw the beauty of it. You guys see how that look? I'm going to put it down. Oops. So you can get a real idea what it looked like. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And that's time consuming, because she gave me a couple that she thought I might could work on. And of course I couldn't. Let me show you how small. This is thread. This is just thread. Okay, and you just over and over and over. This is very time consuming. I have 2 of them. that I have not been able to figure out. So just wanted to share that with you guys.